Well, good evening, everyone. It's February 17th. It's about 11 o'clock at night. I apologize for how long it's been since I have created a video. I've been ludicrously busy. In my real life, I run a small business of about 20 employees, and well, we've been killing it lately and just been very busy. Haven't had much time to trade, much less make videos. But I'll kind of start where I think we left off a little bit. We're going to talk about some Ethereum. I know Sam made a video today on Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatnot. I checked it out, pretty good. I just wanted to kind of go over some of my own thoughts for a minute, see what you guys think of them. So here's how, I'm still thinking of things. I do have a bearish and a bullish, case, but overall, I was still frankly hoping that we'd get some kind of 4 out of this and head for the 5th, whether this be the 3 or that be the 3, whatever the case may be, right? I was still hoping either way here for this, kind of like that. I was really hoping for it. Some of the price action of this move down, which I'll get into in a minute, it's got me a little worried. It's kind of strange. The Elliott Wave side of me says there's a strong possibility we could go even lower on Bitcoin and Ethereum. The indicators, though, say that we've bottomed and that we're going to go up. So, honestly, I think I have to stick more with what the indicators say, and we'll go over those in a minute. But the indicators, I think I'm going to have to go with more over, my Elliott Wave thought process here. But there's just some things I wanted to bring to light, I think, with what's going on here, or just some possibilities. So this is where I kind of left my count last time, was the fact that we've had a 1, 2, 3. We've done a massive flat into a wave 4. So here it was ABC for the A, ABC for the B, and then we get an expanding ending diagonal for the C. Wave 4 does not breach wave 1 territory, so we're good. Let me get rid of some of this garbage. Here we go. We've got no issues. I mean, we've got just a 382 smack right there. No matter which pivot you use, doesn't matter. So hey, great. So off the low, certainly looks like you could call it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Certainly looks that way. Okay. I'll give you another count in a minute. That could be a little scary though. Now, I know that everybody and their brother has been trying to figure out what the hell that is, but let's face it. It's a 3-wave move. Okay. Right there. It's ugly. It's nasty, or maybe the 3-wave move is some kind of strange BS, like that. Frankly, it doesn't matter. If you guys have watched my TA or talked to me at all on Discord, you're going to know that I don't necessarily care what all of the tiny time frame BS is. I just don't care. So, but this area here certainly gave us an impulse. Now, one thing that I wanted to point out here, there's a very strange thing happening in this part right here compared to Bitcoin. In Bitcoin, let's zoom in here. With Bitcoin, that was the low. Well, that's interesting because Ethereum, the low is here. It's one pivot to the left. Okay. This is what is kind of interesting because you would turn around and say, okay, however the hell you want to count, this is the nastiest looking impulse I've ever seen, and this is the nastiest correction I've ever seen, but whatever, let's just go with it for right now. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, I think we've had ABC, ABC, C, there's our 4, and we're seeking our 5th, which I'll explain why my target is up here in a few minutes. But the interesting thing is there's another impulse right here. Okay? So the question then becomes, is it A, B, and a C? Is it that? Or is this again another 1 and a 2, and we're putting in a 3, we still have a 4, and we still have a 5 to go? Kind of interesting. Don't exactly know which one, right? So let's pop over here. So here's what I've been looking at, just kind of waiting. And we see we got all this resistance up here in this area. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still thinking Ethereum's got some more moves up. I'm still long right now. So certainly building some bearish divergence on a lot of different time frames right now. So I think we should still come up and see this 1846 area at least. So another high pivot that I'm looking for. Oop, don't want to show you that chart yet. Jeez, I'm gonna blow my whole fun thing that's coming. Been paying a lot of attention to the Ichimoku cloud, and some interesting things happened. I was sitting here. Here's the drop, the daily came and tagged the cloud, pushed back up. I was telling everybody in Discord that I want to see it hold the top of this cloud on the 3-day, which we did. Great. Well, on the weekly, we've got this coming up. We've got this area right in here, you know, right, let's call it right there. So it's 1866 up in here to 1944, something like that. And you'll notice on the weekly, look at where all this resistance is right here. So we're starting to kind of push into it a little bit, but as you can see, we're going to have some difficulty. So I still think ETH's got a little bit more of a move up to go. And that's why I am still long. So my gut says what's going to end up happening, we might fuck around a little bit more and finally just kind of pop it like that. But then we're going to do, you know, something like this, and then something like this, and then hopefully, if this bull market continues, we'll be going like that. At some point, we'll see it, the Ichi twist, like there, right? We'll see it again over here somewhere. So, but it's going to take us some time. What I don't like is that this is huge. It's just giving me some bad feelings. Now, if we look at some of the indicators, right, it certainly does look like it's time for us to move up. I mean, here was our low peak of the EWO, and it just feels like it's time to go. But you never know. You know, back here, ETH just doesn't have much history to go by. This is all we got. Looks like we've got the traditional 1, 2, 3. Now it's time to come up again. We're starting to curl up. It just looks like it's time to move up. Let's get into this bearish idea here. This is the chart that I was kind of waiting to show you. Anyway, it's not really bearish. As a matter of fact, it's actually uber bullish. It's just bearish in the short term. The idea is obviously we've had the wave 1, and that we have actually, in fact, completed 5 waves. I still hate this for being 5 waves. I'm going to show you some stuff with the EWO in a minute that might show that this is actually an impulse. Now, what I don't like so far, reason why I'm let's put it this way, I'm bullish, but I'm skeptical at the same time, is because so far, you know, we've dropped 82%. Okay, well, we could go further, right? Nothing says we can't go further. And even though I can count this as an expanding ending diagonal, let's higher time frame it here and just look at what we've got here. Bam, bam, bam. 3-wave move all day long. 3-day move, 3-wave move. Now, Sam had I liked Sam's bearish count on Bitcoin, where Sam was saying that this was an A, B, C, and then he had us putting in an X wave as a flat. I very much believe that Bitcoin could be finishing the C wave of a flat right now. And then it would also mean then that Bitcoin had to do another A, B, C. Okay? Well, what do you notice here on Ethereum with this count? We've got the same ABC for a W wave that Bitcoin has done. Now, Ethereum is not doing a flat right now. It's in a weird, screwed up universe. Somehow this impulse right here could actually be a zigzag. And we're doing A, B, C, D, E. And then we'll come down like that. This would give us a completed sharp double zigzag somewhere roughly around 260 bucks. Now, as we all know, Ethereum started this run down here at 83 bucks. So I do not find it improbable or impossible that we could see a $260 Ethereum. I would say it's quite possible. And in all reality, let's say 260 bucks, somewhere right here, that's 94%, right? This area, we got tons of support, right? Don't really want to see it happen. I'm getting pretty bored with this bearish market. You know, we've been doing this for a long time. And as I said, indicators really, especially Bitcoin on the monthly, it looks like it's ready. It's time to rock and roll, you know? So, it's time for the bull market to come on. We're, what, a little over a year away from the halving? It could be time. But at the same time, it all depends on how fast this goes. So, how long did this W wave? 224 days, jeez. So theoretically, you would, yeah, you know, we're talking the end of the year to complete. Doesn't give us much time to get to the halving. So anyway, here's one of the reasons why I'm a little concerned that there might be more. I have been using the Elliott Wave oscillator a lot more and more in determining impulses. And for the longest time, you know, every time I look at this, I want to say that this has been a flat right here. Well, by looking at the EWO, sorry to say, this is our impulse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. It's there. This, to me, this whole section is actually a completed impulse. So, which then means, sure, we could have bottomed right here. Could have been A, B, C, and we are complete. And that gives us our wave 2, right way up here. Seems to me that it could go deeper, though. I mean, no matter what you do here on log, haven't gone far enough. So, I'm sorry, let me restate this. If this is still a wave 4, we've certainly gone deep enough. You know, so again, my hope is still, guys, keep in mind, it's like 1, 2, you know, maybe 1, 2, we start going for the 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, you know. Yeah, we start, I would love to see something like that, majorly, okay? I will say, however, if we start to come deeper, I'll be honest with you, that's just going to make me even hella more bullish, because that means the count, for me, is changing to 1, 2, and then this count would be 1, 2. So let's put this back into perspective. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry guys, as I said, I've been a little sick, and I don't script anything that I do, so it's more fun to me to do it this way. 3, 4, 5. In order to get this fifth, we're going to need to blast out of here. We're going to need to see 1, 2, 1, 2, and then go. Otherwise, if the white count is in play, which I'd be fine with as well, it'd be 1, 2, 1. We're going to do another deep 2. If we get this other deep 2, this is called sell the wife, sell the kids, sell the cars, mortgage the house, and buy everything that you can at $260. That's what that means to me. Take out loans, whatever. Anyway, so that's just my thoughts on what we're seeing at the moment. You know what? Actually, if that is a triangle, I haven't really looked at volume, and volume's been going down the entire time. Well, it's a sign. We're barely above, and I think this impulse we're making is getting pretty close to being completed, so it's possible we're going to lose the Vegas on the daily, which would not be a good thing. Bollinger Bands are getting tight. So, just my thought process, real quick. We're either 1, 2, 3, 4, looking for the fifth, which to me right there, that looks beautiful. That's what I want that right there. Or 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. I would have really loved to see us hold this channel. I'd really love to see this fifth up here is really what I want. So I guess we'll have to kind of wait and see. For now, I still think that we've got another move up here to go on the tiny time frames. This is what I've been looking at. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2. And now it's the weekend. We're getting some stupid fuckery, but I'm expecting that. I know this fifth is looking like it's getting a little long, but that's what I'm expecting. I need to see it come up here. Again, this is up here in that Ichimoku cloud area where this resistance is. So, see right in here. That's where I'm expecting it to go, somewhere up in here. So, for right now, I'm going to have to kind of wait and see how this plays out, but I promise you, I've got some alerts set here at, let's call it 1870, 1860. If we get up into that area, I will be shorting the absolute crap out of this thing. At least for, let's call it, if we get up about here, let's call it, yeah, right in there. I would certainly be looking for at least down here at the 50. There's no volume down here. 1407. Of course, you got some high volume nodes here and even deeper. I'd be looking for a nice retrace. You know, give us something like this. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But no matter what, we've definitely got a short coming up. So. Higher time frames are suggesting that we've got some bearish divergence going on. So here's the daily, for instance, and as you can see, well, like that. Granted, it's not much bearish divergence, but it's still there. We're way down. Price did make a new high. RSI obviously did not. So we're going to need to pay attention to that. We start getting this bearish divergence on higher time frames. The higher the time frame we go, the more important and the more critical that it is. Okay, so even the 3-day, I don't think we're really going to make it. I don't think we're already showing bearish divergence even on the 3-day. The weekly, we do not. So that could change though. Anyway, don't mean to be rambling any more than that. I still think we got a little bit more upside to go. Call it 1850 at least. I I want to see us come up for this fifth wave. I don't think the fifth wave is here. I think it's up here. We need to start growing some legs here, and we need to make this kick. That's what we need to do. So hopefully we make it happen. But if not, that's fine. We'll come down here. Trade safe. Have fun. Take care.